So let me see. How old is Travis? I think he's 22, right? I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. And because there's another thought that I have related to that. I'm gonna guess he's under 25. And you know the human brain is not even fully developed until you're 25 years old. So truth be told, you're not even really old enough to be making this grown man decision, in my opinion. Not with that kind of money. I know that that's a controversial take, but I want you to process it like this. Diddy was dating Cassie when she was a little about Travis Hunter's age. I think they started dating when she was 19. They dated till she was about 30, 31 years old. The entire argument that has been made consistently in the Diddy trial is that Cassie was too young to really be making her own decisions, that she was too young to, even when she said, I wanted to do something, what are they saying? They're saying, no, 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 no. She was too young and Diddy was old and he was telling her what to do and blah, 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 right? Like she was too young to make informed decisions. And I get that to some extent. I think 20, 21-year-olds are kind of stupid. I know I was. At the same time, we also have another set of beliefs that says, no, when you're an adult, you can make adult decisions. So I don't know which one it is. I think it kind of depends on the situation. But I'm going to just say right now that I think that at 21 years old, when your brain is not fully developed, all the science says this, your prefrontal cortex is not developed. You don't have a fully functioning brain yet. I think that signing a contract of this magnitude at that age is imprudent at the very least, and flat out crazy at the worst. In fact, I really wonder where Travis's father is in all this, and has his father been consistently involved in his life in terms of giving him advice on good decision making. The only pictures I saw were pictures of him with his mother. Maybe his dad is around somewhere. Maybe y'all can correct me in the chat, but I haven't seen his father have a prominent presence. I got the sense that Coach Prime was stepping in a fatherhood capacity. And I think Coach Prime is as good of a father as any. So I'm truly shocked that he's making these interesting decisions when he has a man like Coach Prime clearly in his corner. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not judging that. I have no inside information on any of that. I wonder who's advising you. What does your mother have to say about this? What do your friends have to say? We know what the internet says, but who cares what the internet says? What are your mentors telling you about this? Because there's a way that, look, if you love this lady and you still want to be with her, people will support you being with her. If you want to marry her, people will support you marrying her. My father married my mother when he was 22 years old, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They didn't get a prenup because they didn't have nothing to split up. There was no assets, so they didn't get a prenup. But when you're talking about a $30 million signing bonus and a $46 million contract, you're talking about big stakes and big money. So ultimately, with Travis, I don't know how this is going to play out. Statistically speaking, 9 times out of 10, it leads to her 5-10 years later saying, he cheated or something, right? Or I was emotionally abused, something that people don't actually have to prove. They can just say it. And if you're a black man, they're going to believe it. And then she goes to court and she walks away with $10-20 million, which is really unfortunate because she doesn't have to take any of those hits to the head that Travis has to take. Travis is out here, risking his body, risking getting paralyzed, getting the brain. All the athletes have CTE. I hate saying it like this, but most of studies show that most college football players get significant brain damage because your head's not supposed to take those hits. She's taking no hits to the head, but she's going to, if the divorce happens, end up walking away with half of his stuff. I think that's very unfortunate. Now, I'm going to read a couple more reasons why people tend to do this. It's sort of based on the science, why people make these irrational decisions, even though it doesn't make any sense.